Thank you so much, Michelle and Sean, and thank you for everybody being on here. I will tell you the first thing, and because this is the one that is the most prevalent in my mind, I'm dealing with massive amounts of regrets for not taking my measurements. I just took pictures and I didn't take measurements. However, I do have some incredible proof. So this is a 34-inch belt, and I used to be on the 3rd hole. Now I'm on the 7th hole. And so 4 holes on my belt that I've had to tighten. It looks really weird having this like 10-inch piece of belt hanging off. I'm gonna have to cut it down.
No, you're not. That's proof.
Yeah, it's proof. So I'm actually, I don't know if I should say anything. So
I don't know what he's gonna say, so I don't know if he should either.
I was gonna unveil a surprise, but anyway, feeling incredible. No food cravings, no snacking in between meals. Down 11.2 pounds. And just feeling fantastic. Mental clarity, sleeping better. My sleep scores have improved on my Aura and my Fitbit, and just tons of energy and just feeling excited because I know that one is that this is not an alternative to those drugs that are out there, because those are fake. They're giving you what your body's no longer making. This is giving you what your body was meant to make, is made to make, just has lost the efficiency to make. And when you restore that, the whole gut-brain axis, and I'm sure we'll probably be hearing much more about that, but the way that the brainstem communicates with the intestines, communicates with the stomach, communicates with the pancreas, and all of that is for your benefit. And it is all the cycle, and the gut-brain axis is your naturally created pathways. All this is doing, it's not an alternative to one of those other drugs. It is not weight loss in a bottle. I heard somebody talking about it being like a tummy tuck in a bottle, or a lap band in a bottle. It is none of those things, because those are extreme examples of what is available to people out there when they don't get their lifestyle under control. This helps you get your lifestyle back under control and use your body the way it's supposed to work. And it's just incredible. Feeling great. Can't wait for this to happen, because one thing I know is true. I was listening to Dr. Peter Attia the other day, and he was talking about what those drugs do. Is that, yes, of course you lose weight. The whole drug is designed to lose weight, but here's the problem with it. 2/3 of the weight that you lose on those drugs is muscle weight. 1/3 is fat. And so you're losing weight, but you're getting fatter because you're losing muscle mass, not fat. Whereas the typical weight loss, when you do it naturally by moving, extra movement and exercise, call it, and watching what you eat, eating good, wholesome, nutritious calories, when you lose weight that way, 2/3 of the weight that you lose is fat. And no, I'm sorry, 75% of the weight that you lose is fat, and 25% is lean muscle mass. And the more protein you eat, the less likely that is. So you get more muscular development while losing the surface fat, which is the natural way of doing that. What this does is the natural way of your body purging fat. And it's just incredible. So have an incredible experience. Like I said, 11.2 pounds down, 4 holes on my belt in 30 days. Major regret that I just took pictures. I didn't take measurements. So don't forget to tell your people they got to take measurements, because then you got knuckleheads like me that you can't go back. It is what it is. The pictures.
Yeah, it's a good lesson for everybody else. You guys all need to learn from this, right? But we are going to take some fun pictures, because he has got some pants that he is now swimming in. And so he's going to put those on and pull them out, and we're going to take those pictures, right? Because we have to have the pictures. Documentation. It's like what you lose, this is Sandy McClure, what you lose is going to be your biggest gain, right? Because when you have your before photos, you'll then be able to have your afters to compare, and they will be so powerful in sharing them with other people. So for me, this is the most simple thing that I have added into my lifestyle that has made all the difference. I'm 53 and I have been struggling with my weight for years now. Midlife stuff happens, right? And it makes it really hard on our bodies to be able to be what we want them to be. And it's not always our fault, right? And so we've now learned that there's something in there that we can activate that gives us back our willpower, our opportunity to make better choices, right? And so the things that I noticed, I really noticed that connection between my gut and my brain fast. Like, we're on day 33. And on day 2, when we were still in Park City, I walked past the mirror a couple times. And every time I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, you look thinner already. You're already thinner. My brain was telling me this. Do you think that's what my brain was telling me before? Oh no, it was like, oh my gosh, you look so fat in that outfit. Those pants are so tight. Everybody's going to see those, dimples in your legs. I mean, that's what my brain was telling me before. but it's like a rewiring of your brain. And so I noticed that like right away. I noticed my energy. And if I'm talking fast, my apologies, but my brain is working faster. We weren't intended to only use 10% of our brain. And I really feel like this is going to be something that helps us unlock more of our brain power. But my motivation, getting things done, has been like off the hook, crazy, amazing. The food noise has gone silent. I have no cravings anymore. I used to crave sugars. I used to crave pastries. I have not wanted one of those things. As a matter of fact, I went to a women's group last night and we made sourdough bread, and I baked it today, and I had a piece and I feel like crap. My body doesn't want it. I don't need it. I do not want that stuff. And so it's just amazing what's happening, guys. I would suggest to stay off the scale when you start, because the scale does not give you a true picture. You are going to lose inches. You are going to have a difference in your measurements and in the photos fastest. I've lost 7 pounds, which doesn't sound like a whole lot in 33 days, even though 7 pounds in 33 days, right? But I'm 10 3/4 inches down, with 4 of that being from my waist. So we cannot talk about this more, guys. So you should be so excited. I mean, I bought a new pair of jeans because all the rest of them are so loose, they're like hanging on my hips, and single digits in my sizes the first time in years. So I am so excited. We know what is coming for you guys. And I just hope that you have got I am so excited for you, because I can tell you that the emotions that go along with the weight ups and downs are finally going to be balanced out, and you're going to have control again. So I'm so happy, so excited. Sean, Michelle, thank you for pulling this together. Dr. Brett, can't wait to hear from you and the rest of the crew here. But it's such an honor to be part of Club 55 and have had this opportunity to, first of all, put ourselves out there. Follow us all, guys. Gather all the information and get excited.
So Dr. Brett, thank you for being here. And I know you're dying to share why these guys are having these experiences.
Well, Dondee and Marci, Doc, like, love what you shared. And I'm just going to hit a couple key points because he kind of went through the science on it. And what I really, tonight, as you guys listen to this, I would ask you to listen to a couple of things. Listen to what they say, but also listen to what you feel. What I'm going to remember what Dondee said is like 7 notches in his belt. Okay. What I'm going to remember about Marci is I like looking in the mirror now. Right. I don't mind looking in the mirror now. Right. So you think about those things and how many times you or somebody you loved has said the opposite to that. Right. So really, foundationally, these products are all about 2 things: activation and communication. So our bodies are designed by God to do the things they're designed to do and to do it the right way. And things happen in our world that cause miscommunication, which leads to a dimming of the light of what the body's designed to do. And we'll kind of talk through some of the science, but Dr. Nettles hit it really hard right there. So in short, the medication, the shots are designed to basically it's like hormone replacement, but it's a gut hormone. So when you give a shot of a hormone, your body no longer makes a hormone. So as you listen to these stories, it's not science fiction, is we just now know how to take something to help the body make the thing it was used to know how to make. We're not going to take it over. We're not going to give it we're not going to give it the end thing. We're going to help your body actually make it. And so as you listen to some of these stories, these are individuals. Marci said she was 53. I don't know. She didn't look 53. Looks way younger. Right. So for several years, probably a couple of decades, like, her body is not responding the way it used to respond. So that's because there's a lack of activation in the cells that are supposed to make this hormone. And now, because of the science and the way LifeVantage formulates, they're taking nutrients that help the body actually make the hormone again, to where her cells are communicating like they're supposed to. And the way they describe the feelings they're having mentally and physically and seeing is because of that communication taking place. So I'll hit some of the science heavier, but the way you guys explained it was perfect. Just remember what you heard here and what you feel. And we'll talk about it's all about activation, getting the body to make stuff that you didn't make, it is making now, and communication.